Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Invicta Specs with John the Phone Guy. Today we have the last of the Punisher series as far as what's come out and what I've purchased. This is the Bolt Punisher. This is model 33163. It's a limited edition number 196 of 4000. This is a 10 atmosphere, 100 meter, 330 feet water resistant watch. Flame fusion crystal featuring tritonite on the hour hands and I believe on the 15, 30, 45 markers. It says it's a polyurethane strap, but I'm going with silicone, and I think it's silicone, so I'm going with that. We have the TMI VD53 chronograph with the 24-hour scale on it. And this is a 51 millimeter watch. So with that, we'll kind of get right in here and take a look at this. Of course, we'll go to the microscope here in just a little bit. But so we've got some of the details here. Of course, you've got your Punisher skull, hour, minute, second hand. You got your 4-tooth. You got your 24-hour scale. Date window down here. Your chronograph is right here. And your 60-minute on the chronograph is here. Of course, you've got your bullet motif going around, part of the rehaut, and then on the upper band of it, you've got your 5, 10, 15 markers on the time, and you've got the dual cable system here with the black and the silver, which is really unique. Of course, you've got the black ionized cable. These are all non-screw down, as you can see. So, function pusher. And that's not really the time. I just kind of moved the hands out of the way just to get them so we could see it. And you can see right here, you've got your chronograph running right here. So we're at about 15 seconds. So we'll stop and then reset, and we're back to 0. Of course, you can see the 12 is like on a piece of crystal or something that floats just underneath the crystal itself. Same with the 6. That's kind of a unique. The bolts are kind of laid into these little channelized system, and you've got kind of a distressed metal look on the dial, and of course you got your hex screws right here and all of that, and of course case back has all the information. We'll get closer on that when we go to the microscope. Of course, silicone strap. This does not have the contour, so this is going to be a straight, but that's just what it is. And it's got the dual keepers and all of that, black ionized. Just a really unique looking piece. And before we go, we'll go ahead and throw everything on the numbers here. So I got 50.5, 51, sorry. And right here, 18.2, the lug span is 35.7. The strap down here is 23.7. Thickness on this thing, if I get it in there right, it's 4. And the span, I'm going to try and get right down, right down here on the lug area. So that's 52. And then let's get the cable real quick. So I'm getting right at about 3.4, so technically probably be considered a 3 mil. And with that, we'll throw it on the scale here. And just for everyone to know, I am going to change this around, so it's something new. This is the grams. So it's 183 grams, and I have to go underneath here, reset it to get it back to pounds. So 6.4 ounces. So that's the differences. So I just wanted to kind of add that number in for everyone to see, and all of that. So we'll set this guy right here, maybe, and so let's go to the microscope and take a look. Well, let's take a look at this thing under the microscope here, and we'll just kind of start up here at 12 o'clock. we've got the Punisher logo. And as you can see, and I'll kind of get it to the side here, you can see that the 12, the piece that actually holds onto the 12 is kind of floating just underneath the crystal, and so is the 6, which is kind of a cool idea. Of course, we have the cable is in a two-tone, which is really unique, and you've got like a distressed metal look on this dial. You got your 24-hour scale, you got your day of the week and all of that. And I must have been messing with this thing. There it was. I was playing with it earlier, sorry. So we've got a chronograph, which is down here at the 6 o'clock. Let me get this out of the way here. And you can see the chronograph running down there. And we'll stop and then reset. And of course you've got, you know, the bullet markers going around on the inside, and then you got the rehaut here with the 5:15, 5-minute increment, and the hashing. You got a sword style on the arms, Punisher logo on the second hand with the 4-tooth motif on there, which is, if I'm looking at this, looks like the Punisher emblem on the face is also a 4-tooth. And so we got the markers going around. This is your 60-second. So let me get right here. So here's your 60 minute increment on your chronograph. This is your chronograph down here. Obviously your constant running seconds, date window, and then the 24-hour military time is right there. So we'll kind of show the edges of this. It's all the black and everything, and of course the two-tone cable and case back. Kind of get a good look at it. There's your model number, Invicta. Here's your limited 100 meters tritonite, which is the material they use for the glow in the dark. This is the Japanese chronograph, and of course you've got the function pushers. So these are free spinning, as you can see, and this, the crown is in like a silver, and the function pushers are in the black, which I think is kind of unique in the way it's done. So there we have the look of this under the microscope, and we'll head on back to the video. And that was a really unique look inside there with some of the details. I love what the microscope shows, and obviously now we want to take one last look at this and just kind of get an overall look at the smudginess that I left. There we go. So there we got it. And this is the Bolt Punisher model 33163. And with that, we'll set it down for the last time. And just want to obviously call out friends and people that I enjoy their Instagram and YouTube videos. And we'll give a shout out to Smitten by Invicta on Instagram, Invicta Watches and Women's Fashion, and of course YouTube sensations Trap Vision 3D and the Lifestyle page, talking about all things collecting and family, and of course Tommy Big Time, focusing on bracelet sizing and battery changes and everything Invicta. Of course Meat and I, journaling their weight loss surgery and entrepreneurship, and of course D&Q, chronicling travel and food and fun. Tony Woe, Christian rapper, and his music and life perspective. And of course, mentioning everyone there, of course we buy all our watches from Shop HQ and InvictaStores.com. Also want to mention Invictacruisers, InvictaVets on Facebook. And if you enjoy this video or any of the others, please hit the subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when the next one drops. And with that, I say enjoy your Invicta watches, and I hope to see you next time on Invicta Specs. Take care.